I thought we'd do this for a little bit of fun, nothing too serious. Take this with a pinch of salt. Obviously, there's no data gone into this other than opinion. Okay, and obviously everything's subject to change as well because DayZ is usually always getting updated. But I saw this on Reddit the other day on the DayZ subreddit, and it's a new and improved tier list. So I assume this is something they did before. But this is the tier list of the weapons in DayZ. Now, I didn't really know what context was in here. I don't know if there's even any context to the title. I think they just put it in. So I think the context to take this with is this is PvE and this is PvP. Okay, and I assume this is what this list is because I don't know why you would have like Mark II in Z killer. I guess I just see that now. It says Z killer. I didn't realize. I thought that was like in the top tier. Okay, so you've kept that in a zombie category. I don't know if that's really fair. I think you've got to really judge them by both, right? It's got to be PvE and PvP, and that's what I'm going to do. But interesting list here. Like they've got the N79 down in A. SVAL and VSS in A. I mean, that's a bit. And you got the BK43. So this is a little bit cooked. Okay, I thought kind of cooked. I don't know what the opinions were here on this thread. Didn't really, I was downvoted, so it didn't seem that many people agreed, and you might not agree with mine, but I thought this would be a good idea. We'll just quickly go over this. So again, if you like this, please leave a like. It's just a little bit of fun, as I say. But just from like my experience on churners, and from what I've seen, and I'm going to be taking this from a PvP and a PvE perspective, right? So against infected, against players. And players also counting groups, right? You always got to at least expect 2 people, potentially more. So I think right off the bat, right, looking at this, Tundra in S tier. Okay, let's just get one thing straight. Tundra S tier, right? That goes up there. Internally fed magazine. Now, I'm a big fan of the Blaze, don't get me wrong, but after sniping with it out of like sort of 300 meters, trying to double shot, I think they need to buff the double shot to how it used to be, and this would be almost probably above the Tundra. I guess it's got to go S. But it's annoying because that double shot should really be the end of it all, and it's just not. Now, should I judge this based on stuff? Because in theory, in terms of weaponry, the Savannah goes there. But I recently found a Savannah with no mag. I think having to find the mag for it as well, if it hasn't got one, really is pretty bad. And I've got nearly 1,000 hours on Chernarus, and even though I've found Savannahs, I actually have never got a full one running. A very rare gun. I guess it's the same level as the sort of the Tundra, really, if you can get the mag for it. But again, like, crazy luck if you find the complete one with a mag and the scope, then you're laughing. But I've never found the whole complete set, and it's kind of annoying. But the 308 rifles, right? I'd put this there. Where's our LAR? I found quite a few, but I've never actually killed anyone with it, and I've never usually carried it. LAR is usually what I end up just stashing randomly and then just forgetting about it. I've got one stashed at the minute on a server, and I'm probably not going to get it if it's probably been taken. Where is it on this list, dude? I'm so lost, dude. Is there no LAR on here? Am I... Oh, no, it is. Right in the middle. Okay, my bad. So LAR. Given DMR is the same deal. And if you're going to do this, I guess, in the tier, I guess the DMR should go up here. The LAR is probably going to go below the DMR for me. Wow, so is that all the 308? I think that's all the 308. And so we can move into Mosin rounds, which I think is a given, and Mosin straight up. Where's our VSD? God, I'm blind looking at this. It's not really seeing where stuff is. VSD, and where's the new one? VS89. Is it not on here? I think that guy edited it on, didn't he? I remember seeing, yeah, he did. Okay, so maybe that's not on here. Okay, VS89, it goes with the Mosin VSD. It goes in this S tier, right? For sure, it goes up there. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, I think in given the Longhorn, it is pretty gangster, isn't it? Longhorn's pretty good. 308. Not a sniper though. Okay, that's fine. M79 S tier. Just don't do what I do and kill yourself with it. For the sake of the zombies and what that guy did, I would agree. The Mark II and the crossbow, even though he put them in Z killers, I would say they're both S tier, to be honest. The fact that you can craft bolts and the fact that this is an integral suppressed and it's 2-2 and it's very it's just nice. It's just nicer to have a Mark II than have a 9mm setup with a suppressor and I'm cleaning two pieces. It's just a bit annoying. Not to mention, I think 2.2 comes in stacks of 50, so there's the ammo side of it as well. The ammo is lighter to carry as well. Okay, so Longhorn. I think now we get into sort of the territory of 5.56, right? And I am trying to do this in an order that sort of matters to a degree. I think that I'm happy with that. And you said the Longhorn isn't S. I think this kind of really sort of borders the difference of what we're looking at here. This is like really within like 100 meters or so, the Longhorn is just as good as a Tundra. You know what I mean? Like it's no different, and shouldn't be frowned upon as such. But let's go. Let's do M4. AUG-AX. Self-explanatory. Now, typically people would say AKM. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Lemass. What else is an absolute machine? SVAL. Oh, in fact, SVAL probably, in my opinion, could actually go in front of M4. But I know you're not going to like that. Okay. I know you're not going to like it, so we'll put it there. But in my mind, really, the SVAL and the VSS are actually better than the M4 and the AUG-AX. If you've got the rounds for it. Yeah, again, same deal with the Mark II. Integrally suppressed. It's subsonic. So you can't tell out. If you're out like 100 meters and someone's shooting at you with one of these, you have no idea where it's coming from, right? You have no idea. Okay, we were looking at the Lemass. Close quarters. Ooh. Ooh. Am I bad for this? Am I bad for this? You can't put the SKS of the Vega there. You can't do that. You can't do that, can you? They B then, and is that what it is? What would you do with the AKs? Because then it goes on sort of fire rate and TTK, right? We're gonna have to be a bit harsher on this. Really separate the. Do what I want to do. Okay. Let me cook. AKM 1-on-1 about the same level. M16. All basically the big automatics, right? I believe. SKS. Now, SKS is the one that can break the rules, I think. Oh, I don't like it so much, but no, I do agree with it being C compared to the others there. Just because it is great, but you know, even if you consider this versus any of these, you're gonna have a hard time. It's doable. Skill can really close the gap, but yeah, could have a hard time of that. So, okay, steady on. Let's be careful here. What we got? Revolver, pump, shotguns. We've got the rifles, SSG, SKS, AK-74, DK. DK, TR, all roughly in the same. It was semi-auto. Because of the close quarters capabilities. No, it has to be below the CI, just due to the CI's got that range, isn't it? And I would even say below the BK, but it's got the fire rate. For that reason, say the SSG could go higher, same with the Pioneer, but they're really... As much as the SKS is skill that can separate you, these two are really the next level of skill can separate you from everyone else. Okay, then I think it's fair to do that, and as like an extra... Does the repeater, regarding Ring 357, does the repeater goes here, doesn't it? And then that, the double barrels. The double barrel's fine now. Alright. I don't know if I'd want to put this BK above these, but honestly, dude, if you put someone with a single barrel on one of these versus an SSG, depending on the distance you're talking about, I'm pretty sure the shotgun dude would possibly win quite a bit if you play it right. Because it'd be it's basically one shot versus maybe 4 or 5 shots with one of these. And again, you can say it's not the big deal, but that one shot, if that hits you high chest, I think it's only like 1 pellet from a double up buck and you're dead. So yeah, don't underestimate the shotguns. Revolver. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'll take a revolver, deagle over those. The pistols, however, FN's always such a pain to get together. It really is. Oh, Derringer. The Derringers again in a bit like the same boat as the I can't scroll this sort of level. Kind of annoying for the thumbnail. What is that? Can't scroll it to the right position. Okay, that's not. I think I'm quite happy with that. Coming out with that. M-Lock CR, FN, IJ, P1. Possibly Sporter better. Possibly Derringer better than the bloody P1, really. What's probably better than the P1? Sporter over the P1? Probably, yes. I don't like the P1 if it's not obvious. Okay, yeah, so DMR is number 1 for me, I think, at the minute. This isn't much more. I've separated these by 308. I guess if you did not do it by 308 and Thing, you're probably looking at M79, DMR, VSD, LER. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Mose and Tundra, Savannah, Noob. Yeah, Mose will probably go first, I believe. Mose and Tundra. Blaze, Savannah. Yeah, I'd have the Blaze over Savannah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Longhorn M4. Longhorn is the bridge, right? Longhorn is a bridge here. It could really be in both. It could really be in both, in my opinion. Not to be slept on. And these are mainly down to TTK. And the same at the top, but the M4, the AUG-AX, SVAL, VSS, and Lamass. I mean, you can say the AUG-AX has it really got a higher TTK than, say, an AK or an M16 on burst. But then it's got attachments and stuff that it can have. Lamass hasn't got attachments, but it's got the TTK. These are all a bit more middle range. Like, no cap, I'm pretty sure someone with a Lamass could take out anyone rolling one of these sort of fully automatics, no problem. The Lamass is so quick. We haven't got the Vicar on here as well. Where would that go? Would that go in here as well? I think it kind of would. To be honest, it's 900 rounds a minute. Yeah, the TTK on the Vicar is not to be underestimated either, for sure. Obviously, it's the same as the S-Val, basically. So, same position, I suppose. And when it's not suppressed, so you could say maybe it's a B. Proper B, above the organ B. The org can be annoying to get the mags for because it needs specific mags. 74, probably the best gun in the game, just because of how easy you can get one together on vanilla. But on a lot of the modded servers, it's the AKM, because that's how they've done the loot pool. But typically on vanilla, you won't get that. They've just started to move that out of gas zones now, which is cool. I hope they keep that change. M16 Vega, SKS. I'm happy with that. Repeater, BK. Pioneer. You could say I've been a bit harsh to the Pioneer here, but it is cumbersome, dude. You're going against someone with even a press vest, it can be really cumbersome. The Revolver should probably be higher. The Revolver almost deserves being up here with the Longhorn because it can't jam. But it's cope. I do recognize it is severely cope, and any of these weapons above it would make sense. So, USG. I mean, these are all good, right? There's nothing wrong with them. It's just, and the Glock is the best pistol in my opinion. I've always liked the Glock the most in this game. And the IJ is probably a close second, but the CR is the obvious choice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's have a look. So this is my list. I think that's my finalized list, and this was that other dude's list that he made. So I don't know if you've got any similarities here. Put the DMR and the VSD in S. He's put the AUG and the M4 and the KAM in S. I put them mixed up here. And then in A, he's got like the AUG and Blaze, the VS89, the M16. God. Vega, SKS, Vicar, and then the BK. Yeah, so he's got really kind of cooked. I mean, he did put the S-Val and stuff in there, though. The S-Val and VSS, I did too. Yeah, I would... Yeah, but then I would put this organ B. It's great still, but it's the fire rate, you know. It's a dunka 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 dunka. It's kind of like the AK. It's kind of, I don't know what the fire rate is precisely, but it's kind of slow and chunky. It's actually quite similar, maybe, with some of the things. A, you got the M17. It's just a few things are a bit weird. The Lamass and A. Did you put the SKS higher than I did? Oh, you did. That makes me feel kind of bad. He put the SKS in A. I put it in C. SKS are my favorite guns, man. I got some of the most kills with it, but I just don't think you would. I don't think you should really take it over an AK, for example, if you've got the opportunity to have an AK and a mag. The only thing it'll be better for is because it'll make you more conscious of where you're aiming and what you're shooting. But I don't know. I think I'm happy with that. So that's pretty cool either way. I've enjoyed that. So if you enjoyed that, please leave a like. If you disagree, you know, maybe state your opinion in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.